In the electrifying world of pop music, where alliances shift like sand dunes and lyrical barbs can ignite full-blown feuds, Charli XCX has masterfully stirred the pot with a cryptic studio snippet that fans are dissecting like a forensic puzzle. The 32-year-old British provocateur, born Charlotte Emma Atchison, dropped a 4-second auditory enigma on her social media platform X on a crisp Sunday evening, October 5, mere days after Taylor Swift unleashed her 12th studio album, Life of a Showgirl, into the zeitgeist. This isn't just any tease, it's a swelling orchestral build, stringed instruments layering tension like the prelude to a cinematic jump scare, culminating in two stark, haunting notes that hang in the air like an unanswered challenge. Captioned with nothing more than a solitary red heart emoji, the clip arrives sans explanation, but in the context of Swift's freshly minted tracks, it feels like a velvet-gloved gauntlet thrown across the studio divide. Charli, the architect of BRAT's summer-defining chaos, has long thrived on ambiguity, turning whispers into anthems, but this moment elevates her game to symphonic subtlety, inviting speculation that bridges admiration and antagonism. To understand the undercurrent, one must rewind to the album drop that has Swifties worldwide poring over liner notes and lyric sheets with the fervor of literary scholars. Life of a Showgirl, Swift's latest opus, arrives as a glittering mosaic of introspection and indictment, blending Broadway flair with confessional country pop edges. Released to immediate acclaim and chart domination, the record's 7th track, Actually Romantic, has emerged as the lightning rod, with eagle-eyed listeners convinced it's a surgically precise dissection of Charli's recent cultural footprint. The title alone, a cheeky inversion of Charli's own Everything is Romantic from her 2024 juggernaut BRAT, feels like a mirror held up to the hyper-feminine, irony-laced ethos that defined Charli's lime green era. But it's the lyrics that slice deepest, verses laced with veiled accusations of performative affection, where funny Valentines masquerade as vicious jabs, and precious, adorable barbs mask deeper resentments. Swift, the 35-year-old maestro of Easter eggs and narrative autopsies, hasn't deigned to confirm targets. Her modus operandi is eternal deniability, but the connective tissue is too taut to ignore. Fans point to temporal overlaps. Charli's BRAT tour winding down as Swift's re-recording empire peaks, their parallel ascents to pop pantheon status shadowed by subtle shade-throwing in interviews and award show glances. This alleged crossfire isn't born in a vacuum. It's the culmination of a slow-burn tension that simmered since BRAT's explosive debut last summer. Charli's album, a neon-drenched fever dream of club bangers and vulnerability, catapulted her from indie darling to global force, with tracks like Sympathy is a Knife becoming anthems for the emotionally besieged. That very song, with its razor-sharp dissection of envy and betrayal. Someone said I'm milking all the drama / just to keep the check coming / but I don't want your sympathy. It snarls, has been retroactively flagged by theorists as a preemptive strike against Swift's sphere of influence. The parallels are uncanny. Both women, titans of reinvention, navigate the treacherous waters of fame's fishbowl, where every collaboration is a potential landmine and every snub a headline. Charli's clip, with its horror movie swell, evokes the knife's edge, a sonic embodiment of the sympathy she so vehemently rejects. Is it a warning shot, a reclamation of narrative, or simply artistic serendipity? In Charli's world, where BRAT summer morphed into a lifestyle movement complete with manifestos and memes, the line between intentional and incidental blurs into irrelevance. Her fans, the self-styled BRATs, have flooded timelines with analyses, overlaying the strings with BRAT beats, theorizing it's the genesis of a diss track sequel that could eclipse even the original's viral venom. Yet, the intrigue deepens when alternative narratives emerge, challenging the Swift-Charli binary with a wild card from pop's pantheon of feuds, Kim Kardashian. Some Swifties, ever vigilant against Kardashian incursions, posit that Actually Romantic targets the scheme's empress more than the BRAT auteur. The offending lyrics, but you keep sending me funny Valentines / and I know you think it comes off vicious / but it's precious, adorable, evoke a peculiar 2018 episode where Kardashian, in a gesture of olive branch olive oil, dispatched Valentine's Day swag to her roster of haters, Swift prominently tagged in the Instagram story parade. That moment, a bizarre blend of pettiness and pageantry, stemmed from the seismic 2016 fallout over Kanye West's famous video and the ensuing phone call leak that scorched Swift's reputation. Kardashian, then married to West, played prosecutor in the court of public opinion, but years later, her gift-giving gambit read as a quirky atonement, or a fresh twist of the knife. If Swift's pen is indeed aimed at Kim, Charli's studio shadow becomes collateral intrigue, a red herring in the larger saga of Swift's grudge ledger. This multiplicity of theories underscores the album's genius. Swift crafts riddles that reward obsession, turning listeners into detectives in her personal mythology. Charli, by dropping her clip amid the frenzy, positions herself as either co-conspirator or unwitting catalyst, her heart emoji a minimalist manifesto of take from it what you will. Delving into the broader tapestry, this episode illuminates the precarious sorority of female pop stardom, where collaboration coexists uneasily with competition. Swift and Charli have orbited each other for years, Swift sampling Charli's vroom ethos in her own maximalist turns, Charli name-dropping Swiftian vulnerability in BRAT's liner notes. Their aesthetics clash yet complement, Swift's pastoral poetry versus Charli's cyberpunk pulse, both wielding irony as armor against misogyny's gaze. The alleged feud, if it exists, isn't rooted in malice but in the industry's zero-sum scarcity, only so many headlining slots, Grammy nods and cultural coronations to go around. Charli's ominous audio then isn't mere pettiness, it's a reclamation of agency, a reminder that she's not a footnote in Swift's vault but a vault of her own, brimming with uncharted sounds. The swelling strings evoke BRAT's claustrophobic clubscapes, where tension builds to ecstatic release, much like the feud's potential denouement. A joint track, a public embrace, or an escalated lyrical war that redefines the genre. As the discourse rages, podcasts dissecting decibels, TikTok's timeline hopping through beefs, Charli remains sphinx-like, her X feet a barren canvas save for that heart. It's a power move, echoing the calculated mystique of icons like Madonna or Prince, who thrived on enigma. For Swift, Life of a Showgirl continues its victory lap, tracks like Cancelled,